going on? And welcome to the album review, Sanguisugabogg, or Sanguisugabogg, should I say. Don't know how I can pronounce that right, and I can't pronounce normal English words. Of the album Hideous Aftermath. Um, yeah, straight off the bat, Sanguisugabogg, or Sanguisugabogg, sorry. I like to say sausage sugar dog. Um, it's just borrow that if you can't say the band name. Sausage Sugar Dog's pretty good too. But yeah, I've been following the band for a long time. Ever since I think they released Pornographic Seizures on Bandcamp. So just yeah, awesome band. Like very like sort of Ooga Booga Caveman sort of metal shit. Like it's not complex. It's just if you like heavy riffs, gutturals, maybe some pig squeals here and there. It's going to be a cup of tea. They just know how to do it right. Is the thing. Uh, you know, like when I first listened to Sanguisugabogg, fucking hell, I'm gonna stuff that up so many times. I just listen to it and be like, man, it is like, it's so insanely dumb how heavy it is, but in a good way. So that's what kind of I guess attracted me to them. But yeah, this album, no, it's no different than the rest. It's crushing, heavy, brutal. It's what I'd probably consider probably their like most sort of like bipolar album, because like you'll just have like these heavy like crushing, slamming sort of brutal death metal riffs, and then it'll just sort of mellow out like what do you call some like sort of desolate sort of sounding like metal. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it sort of like tunes off for a bit, almost sounding like what do you call euphoric, or sort of like I don't know like hypnotic, I guess if that's the right word to use. But yeah, it's really cool if you actually go through the whole discography, it kind of makes sense what they're doing in terms of like the writing process. So you've got Tortured Whole, so that's the torturing side of aspect of I guess of the most sort of vile thing a human can do to another human, and then you got the other side of that, which is homicidal ecstasy. So like feeling the ecstasy of like torturing or killing someone, and then the next release after that, Hideous Aftermath. So I guess the aftermath of what you've done. So if you actually put it through the whole discography, they're actually pretty smart how they've done their their full length albums, which is really cool. I caught on to that when I was listening to the records and stuff. But yeah, for me, like when it comes to death metal and music, lyrics always come secondary for me, which is weird because I'm a vocalist myself. So you'd think a vocalist would actually prefer the lyric side of music and stuff, but really lyrics don't mean much unless they've got some really good music behind it. And yeah, there's the dudes know what they're doing. I think it's Cody on drums. He's a beast. He he's just a machine at what he does. He's such a professional. He doesn't need like a fucking insanely massive, like stacked on what do you call drum kit. He just needs two kick drums and his snare and whatever's around. He does the rest with. He finds a way. He's got really good like notes. He does a lot of ghost tempos as well. I think it was more so on the previous album. This one sounds like it's gone a bit easier, but awesome blast beats. A lot of like fill sections in the drums too, which sounds nice. The other boys on guitar, I'm shocking with musicians' names, but they've been it's been the same four piece I guess since Homicidal Ecstasy. They're just fucking riff wizards, man. Like they've really shined on this album. Like the other ones were very, fucking just your typical, I don't know, like bottom string, 0, 2 1 0 2 1 2 1 1 2, like very just like dun 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 dun, like which had some really good riffs on the previous album, and that's not to take anything away from the previous albums. They got some killer riffs on that as well, but they've just added an extra layer on this record. Like it sounds like they're at their peak or their prime right now with how they write their music and their songs. Like it's interesting now is the best way to put it. Like beforehand, it's like it's cool. Like you go to a show or a pit or you just mosh it. Yeah, your own house and just, you know, vibe or headbang to the music. And now it's sort of like they've like, it feels like they've thought about it a lot more, with the writing process and the riff making or the songwriting, and yeah, it's great. And yeah, Devon on vocals, yeah, it's just never ceases to amaze me, man. He's just got the perfect, you know, death metal vocals. Um, he's got the gutturals. He's got sort of the low end sort of, what do you call death metal vocals. He's got pig squeals going as well. Like, bring back the pig squeals. I fucking love it. It's what I vibed with when I got into deathcore when I was in high school. But yeah, fucking great record. Great record. Highly recommend it. Only thing I'd say about the album was, you know, the lyrics are good. They didn't stand out for me that much. It's just, you know, it's your sort of, I guess, what to expect from a death metal record, you know, or death metal vocals to have. Like, there's nothing sort of new there, but they're placed very well. They go with every song. You know, there's a really, like, I think the two songs that stand out to me the most is, I think it's Abhorrent Contraception, I think it's called. I can't 100% remember. But yeah, that one's got some really cool riffs to it. It's got a really awesome ending to it as well, like heavy as fuck. They've got some great features too. I didn't even mention who's featured in this record. So from that song I was talking about, they got the vocalist from Defeated Sanity. They have Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation. I think it's on semi-automatic facial reconstruction, or fractures, skull fractures, something that's called like that rather. I haven't got the list here in front of me. And there's also Repulsive Demise, which is like a really like interesting it's a really interesting song. Like, it kind of sounds like ambient sort of, like industrial death metal. I don't know. It's really cool. But I hope they actually do, like, I hope they do an EP or an album that just sounds like that, because it's really cool to you know, I don't know, it's just cool to vibe with. Like, I'd love to chuck it on, you know, with my mates in the car and just being like, what the fuck is this? This is different, like, you know, or just like, I don't know, freaking chuck Nan in the car or something and whack that on and just be like, and just to see how she reacts. It's like, oh, this is what you kids are listening to these days, huh? Well, I'm not a kid anymore, but anyway. But yeah, great record. Can't speak highly about it enough. The other feature I think in this record is also the vocalist from Full of Hell as well. I've probably missed one or two featuring in that record, but they just got the whole freaking S tier list of vocalists, man. The featuring. Oh, sorry, Peel and Flesh as well. Peel and Flesh, you got the vocalist from on one of those songs as well. So it's just a great album. Like, the best way to explain it is, if you want freaking like melt your sort of, you know, well, not really melt your face, but just mind, crushing, or face, I guess, crushing. Yeah, face crushing, I guess use the term that way. Yeah, face crushing death metal. That's just got your, I guess, you know, S tier of like death metal vocalists right now featuring on tracks. One track having a little bit of something different, and then Sanguisugabogg, sorry, Sausage Sugar Dog, bringing some like new sounding or new sort of, I guess, you know, new tones in their songs. Definitely a great record to listen to. Or for the hardcore kids, here's a death metal album to listen to. You know, so it's going to be something where maybe if you're just into hardcore, you're like, I'm thinking about maybe trying something different. They do have a sort of, I don't know what it is, but they do have a hardcore element in the music as well. And to everyone that's into death metal, if you're looking to, I don't know, maybe try some hardcore, this is something that sort of doesn't reach too far to that genre, and it still gives you the death metal that you love listening to. And anyone, I guess, that's into the, I don't know, deathcore side of things, if you're just over the breakdowns at the moment, or you like them, there is, I think it's the title track from this record, or not the title track, the first track from this record's really good. It's got like doesn't like sort of crush, like it does crush at the end, but it's not what you expect, and it still sounds heavy. So anyway, that's my review of Sanguisugabogg's album Hideous Aftermath. Just wanted to show off some records as well, some CDs that I've got, because I don't know, when I do videos and stuff, I like having something physically tangible that you guys can look at. I've got the Sanguisugabogg. I'll see if I can get in the camera here. Pornographic Seizures. I think this is a limited vinyl press that they did. I'm very stoked to have this. It was as soon as I saw it come out, I wanted to get it straight away because I knew they're going to do these again. So got that, and I've just got Tortured Whole CD. Again, to my metalhead listeners and collectors and all that, or just anyone that's listening to extreme music, buy physicals. You don't know how much bands need it. Streaming platforms, you've probably seen in one of my previous videos. If you haven't seen it, I do have a video ranting about Spotify and how much of a rip-off it is just for consumers and musicians. And yeah, basically, musicians just don't make anything really when it comes to streaming. It just depends on what platform it's on. Definitely Spotify doesn't give like any crumbs to bands, so look, if you're feeling a little bit of guilt or you got a bit of a conscience with a band that you really like and you're like, look, I want to support these guys because I believe in them, I believe what they do, I vibe with their shit, I listen to it every day, or you're just a fan in general, or maybe you listen to a single and you're like, this band's really good. If you want to go out of your way to support them, Bandcamp's usually the place to go. Some bands will have a digital copy, so that means you have it forever. Doesn't mean when Spotify ends up removing it for some reason, probably because it's too explicit, or it's got too much, negative content or whatever. You actually get to keep those tracks forever because you've bought the digital copy of it. That's an MP3 or MP4. So you're sweet pretty much once you get that. Support your bands that you love. Support your local bands. Buy physicals, or if you're gonna, just try and support in any way you can. You can't afford a physical. Again, just buy maybe the digital that you can keep forever on Bandcamp. But that's it, guys. 2026, back to the album review side of things. I'll be trying to do more. I'm going to have a pinned comment down below if anyone's watching, just asking, what albums did you listen to in 2025 that you liked, or is there any albums in 2026 that you're keen to listen to? Because I'd like to know, what's going on in the metal world and, what to look forward to, and I'll keep my eyes peeled for, the comments. So, this is a video that I'm highly recommending people, comment with, and like, subscribe, whatever, all that kind of shit. Do what you want. I'll go fuck myself. You do what you want. I'll catch you later. Adios.